Nomás escucha, pues. Nomás escucha. Más para acá. Yo voy a estar.
Ok, está bien.
Junior Mauricio Meldan Caceres.
Sí.
Yes.
Sir, initially you were charged with criminal mischief. From what I understand,
Yo entiendo.
Daños a propiedad ajena.
your bond was revoked,
Se la revocaron.
and now you picked up a new case.
Caso nuevo.
You have picked up a failure to identify oneself to a peace officer while being a fugitive from justice. As such, you are facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
Represente, señor.
Okay.
On June 13, 2024, officer was assigned to a follow-up on 7 burglary cases and formulated a suspect.
Wait. You said 7 burglary cases?
Yes, formulated a suspect who was the defendant as possibly involved in one or multiple of the burglaries. Officers discovered that he had an open warrant out of Court 5. Officers received a call that another officer detained the defendant for his active warrant. That officer, in full uniform, had seen defendant's mugshot and observed him outside of the park. Officers asked the defendant for his name, and he gave the name Mauricio. Defendant was brought to an interview room where he was interrogated regarding the burglaries. Defendant was Mirandized and identified himself as Junior Mauricio Morales Sanchez with a date of birth of March 20th of 1996. The defendant's true name was Junior Maldonado Caceres with a date of birth of January 12th, 1996.
Your Honor, may I?
Sure.
So, Your Honor, there seems to be a discrepancy between the DIMS and what the originating officer that arrested him is saying. The originating officer is not saying, doesn't mention anything about knowing him by sight. He says he sees him outside of, I believe, an I&A. Where is it? I'm sorry. Oh, Food Mart, I'm sorry. On 11100 block of Arbery Lane. He went up to the suspect and asked him his name. When he said his name was Mauricio, and then he did a pat down, essentially a Terry stop. It doesn't actually give a reason why he's going up to him. It's not about the possible burglaries. I think that happened afterwards, right? That he was made aware of this while essentially he's already in custody. So as far as the absconsion with the criminal mischief, to me, that's separate and will have to be handled right now as well. But with this one, I'm not hearing any reason other than somebody that's just standing out in front. You're asking them what, it doesn't even say that he asked him what he was doing there. Doesn't say that he saw him committing any acts. So there's no reasonable suspicion. And then he says that he does a pat down for officer
Says he's
safety.
investigating him for 7 burglaries, right?
No, but that's this investigator's investigating him.
So
This is a separate person.
the initial contact?
The initial contact for the DIMS, it says that the officer knows this defendant from having looked at a recent booking mugshot and knew that he had an open warrant out of this court.
That's not what this officer says. I believe that what he's saying is that he knows that the officer that does the DIMS knows him because he's investigating.
So who's the actual one that goes up to him on the beat?
It looks like the officer received a call from another sergeant that one of his officers had detained the defendant for an active warrant.
So to make it a little clearer, this is Officer Zachary Hanna that's doing the DIMS. Deputy C. Garcia. He says he's doing a special watch, doing extra patrols for burglaries in the subdivision, right? For possible suspects by the name of Junior Mauricio Caceres, who had an open warrant. While servicing the area, observed Junior hanging out in front of the I Food Mart, made contact with suspect. He provided me his first name, Mauricio, and then detained suspect where I patted him down for officer safety. So basically, he's saying that he sees him outside.
But he knows him though. He knows it. Like he patrols the area. And
Where it says it, the people that say it is actually the other ones. Zachary Hannah says he knows him. So he doesn't say he knows him. At least that's not the way I read
he's
it.
doing an active investigation because of the burglaries that are in and around the area.
He doesn't say that the mugshots have been given out. He says he's doing extra patrol. So, I mean, if you're doing extra patrol, but then he sees that somebody on the outside of the food mart, he doesn't say, I recognize them from the mugshot. So I feel like we're doing a leap of logic saying, oh, well, he knew him already. Instead, he goes up to him. I think he just goes up to him.
What do you think?
Within the DIMS, Judge, it says Deputy Garcia stated that he had previously seen the defendant's mugshot and more information and saw the defendant outside of the food mart on the.
So that's what I'm saying, like this.
But that is somebody else's sworn statement. But in his sworn statement, he doesn't say that he knows them from a mugshot.
Who makes that sworn statement?
Well, it's not a sworn statement. I'm sorry, the offense report. So he doesn't mention that.
But I'm going off the DIMS, the sworn statement.
Right, but that's hearsay, right? Hannah can't swear for Garcia. So
And then that means that we never have any criminal cases here, if that was the.
No, that's not true. That's not true, because I mean, every DWI is literally, it would be Hannah who was the witness, right? But you can't swear for somebody else that they're saying that. When,
I don't know. So
when you look at the offense report and they say something different, that's where you have a discrepancy, and that's where I'm coming at.
Let's do this, because I don't know. Can you reach out to him and then we can do another probable cause hearing tomorrow morning? It's already late. I mean, it's nearly 1 o'clock. Can you reach out to the officer to see what brought them to the initial contact? Who did it? Okay, and
I'll reach out to them.
please. Regardless as it is, he has an open criminal mission as it is now,
Yes, Your Honor.
right? And I'm not.
It's already been revoked.
Yeah, and well, right now I see that they gave him a PR bond on that.
Okay.
That's right, but I'm not giving him a PR bond because he's absconded and then he picked up a new case, right? So can you, no PR bond day on the criminal mischief day?
So it's gonna be 2501?
I'm gonna leave it at 2501.
Okay.
Shit, but
Your Honor, can we have the same on this one, same bond?
Yeah.
Thank you.
so, and then on the new case, because I have to set a bond now, I'll set it at 2501 as well.
Your Honor, since they're gonna do that investigation, if I could just have a regular reset, that way they can, because they have to do a RIP, and most likely with a case like this,
But
we're probably gonna get a,
I can't just, I cannot find, I have to find probable cause at some point.
in that case, Your Honor, we're gonna waive the probable.
Well, then I guess I'll just find it for all intents and purposes then. And then I guess if you still want to do a RIP or not?
That's them. They told me they can't make an offer until a RIP.
Okay, can you please do it? You mind? Because he's going to be, I mean, I don't see an immigration hold either though, Ruben. Do you? Do you see an immigration hold or no?
There's no immigration hold right as of right now, Your Honor.
Mr. Caceres, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Tell me, are you a United States citizen?
Tengo proceso.
I'm in process.
Understand, the more criminal cases you pick up, the higher likelihood you have of any permission that you have being here for them to revoke the permission. If you have, I don't know if you have or not. And I'm going to tell you, the more time you spend in custody, the higher likelihood you have of an immigration detainer being placed on you. I now, as a condition of your bond, am ordering you not to go back to this location. Do you understand?
¿Se lo entiende? Yes.
Okay. What was it exactly? You said a food town? Or what
It
was
was an INA food mart.
allowed to go back to this location? Do you understand, sir?
¿Lo entiende, señor?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
file, so going back to this location and no weapons, please.
Tengo una fianza.
Sí.
And also, as a condition of your bond,
Fianza.
where's the criminal mischief from? Do you know? Is it someone's house? Is it a business?
I think it is a person, because it said something about a patio.
It was to a residence, Judge.
I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go back to the location of the criminal mischief and not to have contact with that complaining witness as well. All right, sir. I have set both of your bonds at 2501. We will put you back for the moment until we have your bond conditions. We will have you sign them and then you will be on your way, sir.
Who advised the defendant, advised him that she was sexually assaulted in room number 128 by the complainant while the witness, who is the complainant's girlfriend, watched. Detectives made contact with the defendant, who stated that about 2 years ago, they met up in a nightclub one time. Defendant stated that witness contacted her on Instagram asking if she and the complainant could stay with her and their mother, and she agreed. Defendant advised the complainant and witness entered the bathroom while she was in the shower and they began having sexual intercourse. She advised that she was going to get out of the shower and they stopped having sexual intercourse. Witness pushed her. Defendant attempted to grab a towel and complainant grabbed her by the arm, held her arms behind her back, and penetrated her vagina with its penis. Complainant said defendant did not ask her to join, and that she did not consent to watching them have sexual intercourse and did not consent to the penetration. Complainant and witness consented to meetings, and they advised that they have had threesomes. Defendant was taking a shower, and she invited witness into the restroom and joined the defendant. Witness then peeked out of the restroom and invited the complainant into the shower. Defendant mentioned filming the encounter and putting it on OnlyFans. It was captured on her cell phone. After the threesome, the defendant's mother learned of the threesome and advised the defendant's boyfriend. Witness consented to a search of her cell phone, which revealed text messages from the defendant discussing the defendant's boyfriend being upset, and 4 videos of the encounter and a photo of the 3 of them taking selfies in the mirror.
So where's the report?
I believe she reported.
Convoluted, just,
Yes, I believe the report was that she said the complainant and the witness, or that the witness was sexually assaulted by the complainant when the witness was saying that she did agree to having sex, Judge.
I don't know. I think that we need to do a deeper dive.
Yes,
Man,
Judge.
don't leave just yet. If you just have a seat for me in the jury box, I want to do a deeper dive to see if there is actual probable cause, okay?
Yes, sir.
Please.
I got 3 new appointments, and apparently they all have gotten complicated, but one of them I have to approach on, which is quick.
Okay, so I was hoping that with this, we could, I haven't found probable cause yet, and I want to get really a good understanding of what happened.
Okay.
Do you have a handle on it or?
Stop them up.
I do to a degree. The problem is we don't have an offense report.
I was looking more into the DIMS. It looks like she falsely reported that she was raped by the complainant and the witness. The officer spoke to both of them. Their stories lined up, and I believe there was also.
So he just deemed her not credible, I guess, and because of that foul.
My understanding is that there is some video of consensual activity.
But remember, this is just a PC hearing. I mean, we can't get into videos. I don't want to get into all that. I want to know.
No, that's what they're basing their allegation on, is that she said that she was forcibly raped. But when I spoke to the people who it was reported against, they of course had video of the incident and.
Remember, there was multiple.
Well, yeah, I think that's the allegation is that the ones they had video of. But we don't have the offense report. So I haven't.
Is it theoretically possible that there's consent, not consent for another encounter?
Entirely there is, which is revocable consent. That's law.
Do you know? So how many encounters were there?
I believe this was the one encounter throughout the day. How many times they had sex in the day that I don't know. The way the DIMS reads, it looks like it was the one encounter altogether. And whenever the officer, which he mentions in the DIMS, reviews the videos, all the videos that he saw were consensual sex, with witness and complainant both stating that there was nothing that was non-consensual in this. It seems like her motive could have been because her boyfriend learned. Her mother told her boyfriend, who then she now was saying that she was raped.
What say you to that?
It reads in the PC.
I say she lived an unfortunate life and tried to find out a way of a personal issue and potentially led to legal issue. At the same time, I think it sounds like a personal issue.
Right. All right, Ms. Quick, come up, man.
Arms by your side, yes or no, sir?
Yes.
So, ma'am, I am going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Mr. Mina, do you think any conditions are appropriate in this case?
Not for camping law violations.
Well, that goes without saying, right? But what about what contact?
I would ask just for no contact with them, just to play it safe in case there is any problem, Judge. It seems like they could all just be separated. So that's.
I live in Texas City. Texas City. My mom.
Please.
Do we have the right jurisdiction?
So, I didn't hear. Say what was going?
Do we have the right jurisdiction?
So the offense wouldn't be the sexual act, it would be the reporting it to the police.
Yeah, I guess we'll just wait for that one in terms of the jurisdiction, I guess, right now.
What do you do for a living, Ms. Quick? Do you work?
Sir,
What do you do for a living? How old are you?
I'm 17.
You're 17. Did you graduate from high school?
No, sir.
That's your first mission in life.
Yes, sir.
You have to graduate from high school. Otherwise, you will never get a good job in life.
Yes, sir.
Do you not have anyone in your life that's pushing you to do this? Now it's me. You must get back into either high school or start towards your GED. I am making that a condition of your bond. Also, no dope, no alcohol. I'm going to test you. If I find that you're smoking dope or using alcohol, it's not going to go well.
He says the word dope. That's all drugs.
Yes, sir.
You have to understand a couple things. This is a crime of dishonesty. It's what they call moral turpitude. And if you get this kind of conviction on your record, it's really bad. I mean, it's going to hurt you for work purposes forever in a day. I want you to realize this so that, you're only 17. What you do now is going to impact you for the next 40 damn years. I'm telling you, if you're hanging with dogs, you're going to get fleas. Don't.
Yes, sir.
We need to make sure that you're on the right path. And if you're not, we're going to make sure that you get onto the right path. The first things first is to get your high school diploma.
Yes, sir.
You understand? I'm setting your case for 2 weeks today. When you come back, I want to see what you've done to get a high school diploma. If you've done nothing, it's not going to go well between us. And I'm telling you, I'm going to drug test you.
Obviously, you can't get a diploma in 2 weeks. You need to make affirmative steps. Bring in proof of those affirmative steps of either the diploma or the GED. So you've spent classes or you've enrolled.
Yes, sir.
If you have any issues, if you need anything, he works and he has services with the public defender's office that can get you anything that you need. But we don't know and we can't help you if we don't know. Don't fall into this trap that you end up with a number on your back, all weather. Just don't. We see it here every single day and it's heartbreaking. Don't let this happen to you. You understand me? Okay. I want to see you. I want you to make me proud. So now, no dope, no alcohol. I want to see, start Googling, get my GED, sign up, and I want to see what you've done in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, Judge, President Craig?
Yes. What, you have 2 other cases? What?
One of them's last name Barnes, first name.
Yes.
Kendra.
Have you represented her before?
Yes.
Okay.
And, she went and got her drug test done and her pre-trial.
She's what?
I think the problem comes is you haven't signed the bond conditions yet. I think it's.
Okay.